Millions of people who drive a Hyundai or Kia may be eligible for a free engine replacement under a recent class action settlement. The trouble is that many car owners don't know it and are paying big repair bills or even scrapping their cars when diagnosed with a major engine repair bill. This is a situation that I just experienced, so let's talk about it. I go by the name of Q. If you're unfamiliar, if you are familiar, shout out to you and welcome back. So I'm driving home one day on the expressway, mind you, and I'm doing about 65 miles per hour. Instantly, my car went from 65 down to 50 and it started shaking. So I knew something was serious, right? I've driven bucket, beater, used cars my whole life, and you kind of know when you can chance it, right? When you can just keep pushing and chugging along, it's gonna be fine. Everything's cool, but this wasn't one of those situations. I instantly pull over and call a tow truck, get the tow truck there, get the car towed to the house, and went into problem solving mode. Like, I'm looking for solutions at this point because, for one, I've never felt my car shake that way, and for two, I've never even seen that light that flashed on the dashboard. So I called the dealership. They were closed, of course, because just my luck, right? When it rains, it pours. Since I couldn't get in contact with the dealership, I instantly started Googling. I started searching what this light meant. The light that I saw flash on my dashboard, what does it mean? It was a sign of engine failure. That's what kept popping up. All the things that I've searched, it's like engine issues, engine this, engine, and I'm like, okay, please don't let it be the engine, right? Like, just don't let it be the engine, because the craziest part is that the car didn't start tweaking until I reached 100,000 miles. I kid you not. Literally the second that odometer reached 100,000, that's when it did what it did. And I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. This gotta be a conspiracy. That's when the factory warranty mileage ends. So after that, everything is on me. No more coverage. I'm gonna have to come out of pocket for this. So I started sweating. I'm like, you know what? Just take a break, wait till the dealership opens tomorrow, then give them a call. So I called them the next day. They said they can get the car in, but they won't be able to touch. So while I'm waiting for them to call me back with the diagnosis, I'm still doing further research. I get back online, and that's when I found out that Hyundai was involved in a class action lawsuit, right? The car I'm currently driving is my wife's old car, right? She drives a 2016 Hyundai Sonata, which is the car I'm driving now. She has the family vehicle because she always has the kids. But 2016 is not even old. It's not even old car. 100,000 miles is not even a lot for a car that's 6 years old. And I'm just scratching my head like, all right, it's got to be something deeper than this, because the car was well maintained. Come to find out, the make, model, and year of my vehicle had a recall for faulty engines. I had no clue. And when I found that out, I said, bingo, I'm not paying for anything. I can promise you that, because the year was 2011 through 2019. So if you have a Hyundai or a Kia, 2011 through 2019, I don't know the correlation with the manufacturers, but these two vehicles, these two makes, Kia and Hyundai, 2011 through 2019, if you have any issues, 9 times out of 10, you're gonna get a free engine replacement. So I found that information out, and sure enough, the dealership called me back the next day and said, Mr. Childs, we found out your issue. It's a blown engine. And I'm like, really? Wow. I knew already, but I acted surprised for whatever reason. I don't know why. But he said, yeah, their engine blew, but don't worry, because you're gonna get a free engine replacement. And I said, wow, how is that so? He said, well, there's a class action lawsuit out. I don't know if you're aware, but there's a recall on your engine for your year, for your make and model. So Hyundai is gonna ship us a new engine, and we'll get that replaced for you in no time. So I said, thank you goodness, because I didn't really feel like coming out of pocket. After I asked him how long it was gonna take, he told me it's gonna take a week and a half. So I'm actually still waiting on my car right now. And then I said, if I didn't have the free engine replacement, how much was that gonna cost? He said, for parts, well, let's say parts and labor all together, roughly $5,900, so about $6,000. And I said, wow, I literally just saved $6,000 and got a free engine. Look at God. That's instantly what I said. Look at God, man, because that $6,000 can go towards something else. So I'm already saving up for a new vehicle as is, but had I not searched that information, I don't know what would have happened. Who knows if the dealership would have been honest with me or been open about, we can only hope for the best, but there is some shady dealers out there. But I'm just grateful to save that $6,000 and to be getting a new engine that'll buy me some more time before I have to purchase my next vehicle. I'm not big on spending a lot of money on vehicles because those are liabilities, right? They're depreciating assets. Yes, you can make money from them, but generally cars take money out of your pocket. I don't care about cars that much. As long as it can get me from point A to point B, let's do it. I want to wrap this video up by saying, if you have a Hyundai or a Kia between the years of 2011 and 2019, look online. If you've been having any type of engine issues, check it out and see if you qualify, because a lot of people are qualified. A whole lot of people. I talked to the dealership and they told me that they've been doing a lot of engine replacement. I said, oh, I bet. They've been doing a whole lot of engine replacements, and again, it's something to look into because who knows? I thought, like, before I even called the dealership, while I was in my problem solving mode, my mind went to, damn, I'm gonna have to buy another car, or I'm gonna potentially have to take out a loan and have car payments all over again, yada yada yada. That was a thought that I had. Luckily, I didn't have to go that route, right? Once my emotions went aside and I was able to think a little bit more logically, that's what allowed me to do my research and to take it one day at a time, because there was a lady who had a similar situation to mine, right? She was on the expressway too, and her car did that, and she instantly went to go start shopping new cars because she didn't know what was going on with her vehicle. She just knew that she needed a vehicle and she couldn't afford to not have one. So do your research, take some time to do your Googles, and always search. Always look for any opportunity, because there's a lot of opportunity out there. You could save the same amount of money as me, and just know that cars do break down. So I'm big on sinking funds. I had been saving for a new car for about 6 months now, and I just knew, like, okay, this car is getting up there in age. It's a 2016. It had 90,000 miles at the time when I started my fund, but I said, I don't know when this car is gonna take a crap or break down or be kaput, but it's gonna happen at least in the next 3, 4, 5 years. So let me start saving now, so when it's time for me to get a new vehicle, then I could do so and land on my feet softly, versus being reactive to an engine malfunction that I had no idea was going to happen. Because that's one thing about cars, they're mechanisms, and all mechanism needs maintenance and tuning up, but after so long you can only put so much money into it. It's better off to just start over fresh. So hopefully this video brought you some insight, some knowledge, and if you have a Kia or a Hyundai, do those Googles, and I hope that you're able to benefit the same way I did.